Hello and welcome to the Lillian McMorris Show. I'm Lillian McMorris. Anytime you want to see any of our segments, Lillian McMorris Show on Facebook, YouTube, or go to our website. We're always talking about things that are happening right here in our community, right in Southern Nevada, or across the nation for that matter. All you have to do is let us know you'd like to be a guest on the Lillian McMorris Show. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about the American Business Women's Association. And I'm going to tell you, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce my next guest. And I'm going to go back a little bit. She's going to probably be really, really embarrassed about me saying something. But I'm going to tell you, I met her, I would say a good 18 years ago. And I was with one of the local television stations at that time, and she was in the banking industry. North Las Vegas was growing by leaps and bounds. So they invited all the high-end people in the community, as one would say, on a bus trip to see how North Las Vegas had grown. And that's when the North Las Vegas Chamber of Commerce was in effect, big, growing, just doing all sorts of things. We're on the bus, going down Main Street. She probably doesn't even remember this.
I'm scared.
Going down Main Street. And she stands up on the bus and points out the window. She said, "That's where I grew up over there in a little trailer. We used to walk up the hill."
That's right.
Please meet Miss Lois Greene.
Wow.
I
do remember that. You did get me. You did get me. I'm going to get you.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. But since that time, we have had some wonderful times.
Oh,
I mean,
always.
You were the epitome of giving back to our community. And that was during the time when a lot of our businesses, specifically banks, were very entrenched in our community. And it was your job to go out and see what nonprofit needed what. You would do the money part, and I did the commercials and all of that to make sure they got the word out. That's right, we did it. And I am so happy to be back with you again.
I know. Both of us still look good.
There you go. Still look good.
After all this time.
We still look good.
Still look good.
American Business Women's Association.
Yes.
Now, I know it's been around for years and years. I was, 1949, something like that?
1949, yes.
Did it start?
Actually started with a gentleman who was a businessman in Kansas City. And he hooked up with these three business women and said, we need an organization that's going to stand the test of time. And that's what we have to be careful right now. Right. And one of my biggest bandwagons for all businesses, nonprofit organizations, whatever, it's not about starting, and you know this, Lillian. Yes. It's about sustainability. It's about credibility along the journey. And it is about
reinventing yourself.
Reinventing yourself. Now, I'm not talking about being manic and bipolar in business and all this other kind of stuff, but really about, your sustainability. And so that's when they started. Kansas City, here we come.
Right.
There are literally ABWAs in every one of the states.
Yes, and as a few of them, there's more than one chapter.
Absolutely, yeah.
I remember I belonged to one of the other chapters several years ago, and now when you all brought this one up, American Business Women's Association, so tell me about the chapter that you are now president of.
Well, there are two, believe now that there's one more chapter here in Las Vegas, and they are at like the Sunrise area, because that's where ABWA is so unique, because they're trying to bring you into your community where you can actually do business the best. And so the mantle has fallen to me as president, and in my ultimate wisdom, my president-elect is none other than the illustrious Jerry Merritt from Bank of Nevada. And so after my term is over, then I know that it'll be in good hands. You and I both know what it is like to, as women, to be in front of cameras and making speeches and be behind boardroom doors late at night, making things happen for this community, making things happen for the businesses and women. Then we go home, we take care of our children, and we keep tamping right on through. So ABWA has that dual responsibility to build the woman up professionally as well as personally. And that's what I truthfully just love about it. I honestly do. So now, we're coming out.
When you're recruiting, members, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that the uniqueness of ABWA is that unlike any other women's organization, which we love to partner with,
Correct.
but there is a network called WIN, W-I-N, and when you become a member, you can go on WIN at any time, and you can log in, and there is a plethora, of topics for you to sit in the pleasure of your own home or at your office or even on your phone, and you're able to go in, learn how to do a business plan, go back. There is constant education at your fingertips.
Correct.
It's so unusual. And after you complete each one of those segments, you receive a certificate of completion. And so it's a yay, you go girl kind of thing.
That's right.
And so that is what is I love the promotion of yourself. You work at your own pace.
Okay.
It's about developing your leadership qualities.
Right. And that's why you have your board, because
Absolutely.
that helps your membership, not only if they have questions personally, maybe your own business, your small business, whatever, we can come to ABWA and say, this is what I'm looking to do, this is what I'm doing, these are my challenges.
That's right. Now let me tell you what I think is a little bit different about us. We have a segment, actually our lunch is now called Lunch on Purpose.
Lunch on
So
Purpose.
we want you to come and have lunch on purpose with us. And then we're building our other segments now. And the board and I have been meeting, and we are getting ready to really launch some exciting things going forward. But we have a segment called Position for Profit. And I don't believe that you should be a member and you walk away, you sit down next to someone, you guys share a roll and some butter, and then you walk away and you're like, what's her name? What does she do? No.
Right.
We have to train ourselves and train others that, you need to leave an impact on that table.
Well, that's kind of like with my book, Networking.
That's
and
right.
I wrote a book, The 10 Golden Keys of
That's
Networking.
it.
People do not know how to network anymore. We're on their cell phones. We're texting,
Yes.
we're emailing, but what about that hand-to-hand and passing that business card
and they
and
don't
having
know,
a conversation?
they may know what you do, but they don't know how to do
you do
business
it.
with
Right.
you. And so we have this segment called Position to Profit, where our membership is actually able to take, 5 to 10 minutes if they want to, and you actually show your website, talk about yourself, and be able to position yourself for profit. I don't know where we ever got off that making a profit's a bad thing. Please let the profits come, dear Lord. Come quickly in abundance. I don't know where we got off on that.
Right.
So that is one segment.
Okay.
And we also have our own Clark County recorder, Miss Debbie Conway.
Right.
She comes and does a segment every month. It's called Women in Politics. So that the women, whether you're, let me clarify who women in business, who that is. If you have any type of business connections, whether it's in corporate America,
Right.
Fortune 500, if you are a nonprofit organization, you could be the first lady of a church. You got plenty
Right.
of business,
Right.
okay,
Absolutely.
to
You
handle.
got business.
So if you're about business, then ABWA is where you need to be. She
And what's
comes,
a phone number that we can reach to
I'd love for them to call me first.
Call
because
you
that's
first.
what
She
Jerry and
calls.
I got going on. We want to know who you are.
Okay.
So the area code is 702-460-8280. And we would love to connect with you in that
Now,
way.
you have monthly meetings.
Monthly meetings. This month, we are doing the cutting edge technology.
Oh.
And so we have the tech queen of the universe,
Dwana Hurd.
Malone. Absolutely. And she's opening her treasure chest.
Oh, gosh.
So there are things that, you're going to learn. You're going to walk out there saying, instead of saying, oh my God, you're going to be like, wow. I did not know that. Okay. And so she's opening up her treasure chest.
Let's see, when do you have your meetings?
Well, we're every fourth Wednesday.
Every fourth
yes,
Wednesday.
And currently we're at the Texas station.
Okay.
The registration's at 11:15 we eat, and 11:30 we're getting it on, and it's over at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
We're trying also to make sure that one of the things before you leave the room that you learn how to introduce yourself properly, and that segment is called Remember Me.
Remember Me.
So you can, you want people to remember you in a very positive light, and you don't want to pay to go to a lunch and then you still walk out.
You don't know who's there and who can help
We want to position you at ABWA, position you for profit.
Position you for profit. We can always go to a Lunch on Purpose, And remember me when you're there. The fourth Wednesday of each month, that's the American Business Women's Association, the meetings are held at 11 o'clock at Texas Station. For more information, it's 702-460-8280. That's 460-8280. And it's been such a pleasure to talk to the president of American Business Women's Association, Lois Greene.
Love and deep respect for you.
Thank you so much. Well, you've been watching the Lillian McMorris Show. So we're going to sign off for now. We've got some more stuff coming up. So watch for us, and I'll talk to you next time.
Ha ha.